Welcome to the Astrolove podcast. I'm AngelLove.
And I'm AstroQueen.
And we're back. We're back.
We're back.
Hopefully no hiccups this time with the Mercury retrograde.
Listen, the previous retrograde is good, but too many hiccups, man.
Yeah, too many hiccups on the last episode. If you go back and listen to it, there's just so many. So hopefully this one goes well for us. And this podcast is about manifestation. So I'm really excited to just talk about things like manifestation. It's starting already.
It's starting. My phone's ringing. I need my notes and someone's calling my phone.
But that's okay. They'll go soon.
Yeah.
That's fine. So I'm going to start off with a quote. And someone that I do like for manifestation is Rev Ike. So if you can look him on YouTube or whatever, he's everywhere.
Okay.
And what he says about money, because he talks a lot about money and getting money.
Yeah.
So I like this, what he says. So enjoy money. Money loves to be enjoyed. The enjoyment of money also increases it. The enjoyment of all of your good increases your good. But also remember that these things are to serve you. You are not to serve these good things. And that's important about money. It's to serve you. You don't serve it. So you're not running around chasing it, trying to undercut someone, trying to be pull the wool over someone's eyes, cheat someone for the money. You know, it's there to be enjoyed. Everyone can enjoy it. It's about your intention and your belief system of how money comes to you. So
that's interesting.
Yeah.
And actually, that makes me think that a lot of us need to change our attitudes around money and what money actually represents, or how it can be like you said, how it can be enjoyed so that it doesn't hurt people.
Yeah. And
we can actually utilize money for our own good and well-being, as opposed to just gain and gluttony and greed and all this stuff.
Exactly.
Interesting. Okay, I wasn't expecting, because we don't always know one another's quotes.
No, but I just really like, as someone that manifests to do with money, Rev Ike, I do like how he is, and he's old school though as well. So,
okay.
Yeah, very old school.
Okay, that means he's got a lot of experience.
I like the old school people. He's dead, gone, buried in the earth and stuff. But this is from time ago that he's talking like this. So So manifestation.
Oh yeah, this is an interesting one. How do we find manifestation, and how strong is the muscle of that? I suppose for each and every one of us, but we can get an idea on our abilities looking at an individual's chart. But I've got some stuff that might, from like a logical perspective, how we can strengthen the muscle of manifestation. Should I go ahead and
go ahead
and start with that? So I found this online actually, and it's written by this lady called Sarah Prout. I think she's got a podcast on it. It's just called Manifest. Okay. But basically she lists the obvious, but I think sometimes it's nice to remember.
I think I've seen her podcast.
Oh, okay. It's nice to remember. So she's got 10 points. I'm going to keep it brief as much as possible, but it's all valuable. So number 1, successful manifestors are aware that they are working with cosmic forces.
Okay.
I love that. So basically, they know and understand that the oneness of life, of all life, the energy that animates every single atom in the fabric of the cosmos, is governed by the highest vibration of them all. Some call it God, Source, the Force, the universe, or whatever. The universe is oscillating at the highest vibration of love and super consciousness.
Okay.
Deep. So and that's one thing that I'm trying lately to work on more on. Not because I was thinking about manifestation actually. Just love though. The highest vibration is love. So why are we not all working with that all the time? If that's the highest vibration, love is the highest vibration. And if we just encapsulated that in every way, shape or form throughout our lives, every day. Like, imagine your potential.
Yeah, but the world's not designed like that.
It's so true. It's true. But that's what I'm working on. And obviously, humans are flawed. It's not going to be every day. But if we can aim
for that, you work towards that, it'll be better for you.
Yeah. The next one, successful manifestors believe that anything is possible. I have to say, I don't always think that. So maybe I need to change that attitude. I don't know.
Limitless.
Limitless, exactly. But everything is possible. The third one is successful manifestors know how to trust and surrender. So I suppose let go of control and just trust. Successful manifestors understand that whatever you put out there comes back to you.
Yeah.
I believe that.
Good or bad.
Good or bad. This is why this karma, isn't it? It's the law of vibration. Successful manifestors always affirm this, quote unquote, this or something better. So they understand that the universe always has their backs and unfolds things, events, and people in divine timing, in the highest order for your greater good. So that's cool. Number 6, successful manifestors master the language pattern. They are hyper aware of words. I used to be really hyper aware, and I think I've kind of lost that a little bit. But like using the word like hate and never and all of these kind of negative emotional terms need to be switched up, and much more positive to be in alignment with your manifesting powers. Number 7, successful manifestors practice the art of gratitude.
Definitely.
So feeling thankful for everything that shows up in your life. Number 8, successful manifestors keep good company. Okay. So have people around you that inspire you, that support your journey, that are super sensitive to you, and they're not like energy vampires. And successful manifestors nurture friendships that mutually are supportive. So number 9, successful manifestors love money. Now, what does that look like? So successful manifestors don't have issues with money. They don't believe it is the root of all evil. In fact, they love it like it's a good friend because they take care of it. They send it lots of love, and it usually tends to multiply. Finally, successful manifestors take time to set intentions. Successful manifestors create space in their lives to regularly map out a clear path for what they really want to create in their lives. They know without a shadow of a doubt that manifesting requires time to design the details with unique specificity. They turn it into a fun game with the universe and trust that the desires will show up in divine timing. Which one of these are you resonating the most out of all of them? Sorry, I didn't realize she was going to ask this question. But essentially, she said, it's done. That was the list. But I suppose it's a good question. Which one of these resonate with you the most, would you say?
I guess there's
quite a few. So
there's quite a few. I'm trying to think of I guess it's just like knowing that it's like having the belief that it's going to happen. That's the one that resonates. Like knowing out of all of them, you got to know that it's definitely going to happen, because some of them, maybe the people that you are around is not the right vibration. And what does that mean? You're never ever going to manifest, so there's something in you, and being, she talked about God, and knowing that you are a God as well, so that's why you can manifest using the energies that are there to manifest what you want. So it's having that belief in a higher power, but you also is a higher power. It's not, everything's not just outside of you, it's like within you.
Right.
I think that's what I would definitely take, what came to mind from that. I can't remember all of them, but it's like about you manifesting, you having the power, and that what you ask for will come. That you can command it to come. You've got that authority that you can do that. So I think there's power in that.
And it's interesting, do you ever like observe, you probably do obviously, but not like a scientist or anything, but observe people saying to you, I want this and I want that, and then they work towards it and they actually achieve it? And
a lot of time it's just through action. They say they want to do something, they action it, they take the steps, and then it manifests and it comes along. How hard or easy, I don't know how that is, but a lot of people, you have to take action. It's just not like saying, I want £1 million. Hey, it's going to knock on your door and come just like that. Maybe there might be someone that maybe if you're in that family where they, you got billionaires or millionaires, I want £1 million, and then your uncle phones you and says, oh, I've got £1 million for you. That could happen. But if you're not if you don't have that lineage, then, you know, it's not like you can't get it. It's just that you have to have goals and set structure. Like, how are you going to achieve it? What do you need to sell? You need to sell jumpers, I don't know, £50. How many jumpers at £50 do you need to sell to make that £1 million? But it's achievable for everyone.
Yeah. So everyone has got a muscle.
Yeah, everyone's got the potential.
To
but
manifest.
It's in different areas.
It's different areas,
Yeah.
right? And some of us can manifest much more quickly and much more profoundly than others. And this reminds me of, you know, from an astrological perspective, of somebody, for example, who has trines in their charts, multiple trines. And in astrology, trines are really good.
Yeah.
You know, it's like the most flowing source of positive energy that you can experience. Yeah. And so, but when people have trines, good things happen in their lives, opportunities come, and they're very easy to obtain. They just come. Sometimes they don't even have to think about it. It's just there already for the taking.
Right place, right time.
Right place, right time, every single time. And people with trines tend to be identified as lucky. Now, as much as we love trines, I would rather have trines than squares. Although there is a benefit to squares as well. Squares are challenging in aspects. Trines can make you lazy, and so you don't always get the opportunity to acquire the tools and the skills necessary to obtain what you got in the first place, because it's just given to you. So there's almost like a substance within yourself that's missing. Whereas somebody with a square, which basically means like they can obtain what the trine person got, just with challenges and, you know, hardship. They will get the tools and the resources and, I suppose, the building of character to make them even much more resilient and much more, I suppose, of a sturdy human. No offense to the trines. Obviously, we love trines. We love trines, and I would never take them away. But my point is like, challenges are good. But I think that those are two examples where one might be a better manifester, or might be classified as a better, much more smoother manifester than someone with the square, where there's just challenges that come. You have to be really persistent and work really hard to get what you want.
Yeah.
Not that you're not a manifester. It's just going to come with challenges and delays along the way. So those are two different types of manifestors already.
Yeah.
And then
For
obviously
sure.
the other aspects to astrology as well.
Yeah, so there's manifesting, and then, so the time when The Secret came out, that was a big book. And they were talking about a lot of things, and they took a lot of the ideas from Neville Goddard, Rev Ike, from the old school people. So but a lot of people it didn't work for. There's people it worked for, but there's a lot. And a lot of times...
And they followed the book.
They followed the book, and it didn't work for... It doesn't work for everyone like that. And what there is a belief system. And there are your core beliefs.
Yeah.
Because people could say, oh, go and manifest this and manifest that. But do you think you deserve it?
Yeah.
What are your negative automatic thoughts about that?
Yeah.
Do you have negative automatic thoughts that say, I don't deserve this, money doesn't come to me easily? Because someone could say, oh, say this mantra, money comes to me easily. You could say it, but in the back of your mind, you think it doesn't. Therefore, it's not coming. So there's more, like, I think there's a lot of people talk about manifestation, but they don't talk about the real stuff that needs to be, there's work to be done on yourself before.
Yeah, it's more subconscious stuff, isn't it?
So like, what are your core beliefs around money? Does it come easily? Is it difficult? Do you hate it? Do you love it? Is there any childhood trauma around money? What could have happened? You know, maybe you were abused, and maybe you was given money as a kind of sorry gift, or how was money given to you? And now you look at money as in a negative light just because of your traumatic experiences, where you may need to see a counsellor or someone to actually get over it. So I think people shouldn't be disheartened if they're not manifesting. There's just, if it's not working for them, I think there's more like core beliefs that you need to look at and that's for everyone. I think everyone should be looking at their core beliefs and some of the messages that when they're growing up from their family and friends, what they received from money and what they were taught about money, and you know, people might say money doesn't grow on trees. Where people believe money does grow on trees, it's there, it's readily available for me. Whereas a lot of families might say money doesn't grow on trees. You have that, yeah. I want this, can I please? Money doesn't grow on trees.
Yeah.
You know, you keep that saying in your head, and then that's your
and actually
belief.
Money does grow on trees.
Yeah, well,
if we really think about it,
the paper.
Like, come on, yeah.
The paper,
that's a lie in itself.
Yeah, it does. That's where it starts from.
Right.
The printing of it, that is. That's where it starts from. So yeah, so we need to look at some of the patterns of our eternal experiences, memories, beliefs, and emotions and thoughts that possibly could be blocking our access to the money that we desire and we want. Or it may not even just be money. There could be other things.
Relationships, children.
To manifestation.
Yeah.
Yeah. But just looking at the same thing still applies. Like, do you believe that you're worthy of being a mum? Do you believe that you're worthy of a relationship? Do you even like yourself?
Yeah.
What do you say to yourself? Do you say good morning to yourself? Do you ever say I love you? You know, give yourself a hug. You know, just appreciate you for who you are.
Yeah.
And we're not really taught to have that connection with ourselves.
Yeah.
You know, just to look in the mirror and say, hi, how are you?
Yeah.
How you doing? You're beautiful. You look really good today. You know.
Yeah. So proud of you.
Yeah. So that kind of stuff is just not really shown or given highlighted for us. It seems abnormal. Well, it should be seen normal, especially as a young person. You know, growing up, changing, body changes, just being able to accept that this is you for now, and that's it. You're perfect as you are, which is hard to believe. And then sometimes manifestation, if you're not in the right place, you haven't got money, you're got no food, how are you going to manifest? Sometimes your brain is somewhere else. You're just like trying to get the next £10, next £20 to pay the gas bill, the light bill is going off. And so sometimes our needs need to be met before people can start manifesting, I think. And also it's like a way of people need to get over some of the stuff that are keeping you down. So like, if you don't have a lot of money, don't let that stand in the way of manifesting. Or, you know, people might say, I don't have money, so I can't start this business. But you can start it because you don't always need money. Maybe there's a way that it will come.
Yeah, this is where creativity comes in.
Yeah, because I think there's always been times when I've needed money and it's just turned up. I'm like, yes, thank you.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah, that happens.
Tax
to
return
all the
or
time. Exactly,
something.
random.
Someone offers you some work for a week that you can do at home, or you know, whatever it is. There's something going on that can come into your life. You just got to allow the room. You got to allow the space. You got to be open to hearing something that good can come into your life as well. So yeah, that was a little bit about for people that may find it difficult in manifesting and thinking why. So that we're not saying just do this, do that, and they're thinking, well, why? You know, get a journal, write down, I want to manifest this. What are you truly thinking? And then work on any negative thoughts that you have against money. Use mantras, affirmations, or if it's really serious, seek some therapeutic support and work on that way. So what do you, I mean, for me, for manifesting, I use the new moon.
Yeah, same.
So I use the new moon. That's one of the easiest ones.
Yeah, very simple to apply. You don't even need an app for that.
Just know when the new moon is, visualize, you can draw, you can write, you can say it, you can do a dance, it's creative.
Yeah.
Or use the energy of that particular new moon to manifest what you want or desires what you want, colours, candles, crystals and all that kind of stuff. But I did find a method, it's called the 369 method that I don't use, but I'm going to use it.
Go on, what is
for
it?
2024. So this method involves writing down your desired manifestation 3 times in the morning and 6 times during the day and 9 times in the evening. So it's a little bit different of writing it down and letting it go. Yeah. This one is getting it into your subconscious. Yeah. So if you're not manifesting, this one might be a good one for you to get into your subconscious and get that your belief system up and believing that this could happen and have it in your mind. So it's 3 times in the morning, 6 times in the afternoon, you write down, and 9 times in the evening. And this repetition throughout the day is believed to reinforce your intention and signal the universe to bring your desires into reality. So saying that you mean it. So I think for people that find it hard to manifest, this could be a really good substitute before just writing it down, just drawing and hoping for the best.
And would you say do that for 21 days?
I would say just keep. I would just keep doing it.
I just don't. Yeah, for me, this is where I have to get real with myself. I know I'll mess up, but it's okay. I suppose if you mess up the afternoon, then you can, start again the next day. Still do the evening and start again the next day. Just keep going as much as possible until you manifest it.
You could probably.
I used to do a different one actually.
You could do the app and just say it.
Oh.
Record yourself and just say it. Remind yourself that you could just say it if you don't have time.
Yeah, I used to do a different. I used to do like the 555. I feel like there's various forms.
There's different variations.
Yeah, that's
but the 369's doing the course on TikTok or Instagram. Seeing it a lot. 369. So I thought, yeah.
All right.
Let me mention that. And natal chart. Do you use your natal chart?
Yes, like for example, in a couple of years, Jupiter, who's currently in Taurus, which is nice actually, is going to be in Cancer, where he's exalted. Now, Jupiter's a planet of abundance, we know, expansion and luck, and so he's going to be on my first house. He's going to be going through my first house in a couple of years, so 2026, I think. And I don't know, like I feel like then would be a really good time for me to, or just before, think about what it is that I want whilst he's touring through my first house, the house of health, body, how I present myself to the world, and bring in some luck. But I really want to think about how that would look like. But I feel like, for example, I would love another child. And that would be quite suitable for that. Cancer is about family and nurture. And the last time when I was pregnant, he was in Jupiter. He was actually at home in Pisces. Yeah. So, and when he was transiting through Pisces, I fell pregnant, had my baby, and all throughout that time, I remember writing lists of things that I needed, as you would for baby shower and stuff. And I felt very, 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 very blessed that year. Very extremely blessed, because every single day, I'm no word of a lie. No word of a lie. We may have skipped a few days in between. I don't know. But definitely felt like every single day from, I don't know, I think 6-7 months into my pregnancy to the very last leg, even thereafter, my door was just getting knocked with deliveries. It felt like the postman was living at my house. We were just getting deliveries every single day for the baby. And my cash app was popping off, my Barclays bank account was popping off. Like, people were just so generous. And I think that was really amazing, because it just showed me, I was writing lists down. I had apps for what I wanted for the baby. I had a vision, I had notes, all of this stuff. It just showed me how, when I was really intentional, I was able to access that and then some. So I think I really tapped into that Jupiter and Pisces. So I really want to do the same for when he's strong again in Cancer. It's going to be my first house. That house is an angular house, so it's powerful. Whereas in Pisces, he was in a succeedant house. So even though there's power, I'm less in control. Whereas this is probably for more intermediate astrologers, but where he's going to be in my first house is angular. I know I'm going to have some power to work with, so that's going to be huge. So I do use astrology, and I think that's really important to do that, because like you say, use the new moon, but you don't need an app to establish where the new moon is going to be or when it's going to be, because you can just look into the skies and see a crescent moon.
Exactly.
And
Google,
then you can use Google. You can find out when. But if you want to go in and really work with your chart, then that can really magnify your experience of manifesting.
I want to talk about the chart, but before I do that, I just thought, childbirth is a big form of manifestation, because you're bringing a new life. So even within that, your thoughts, rather than being thought of the pain, you should be thinking about what you want to bring into your life, and that you're bringing the baby, yes. But what else can you birth? At that time, because there's a lot going on, pain and stuff, and that is I think that's one of the most powerful. They say sex magic, but I think childbirth is really one of the most powerful, because it's not something that you get all the time. It's like a 9-month planting the seed, 9 months, and then bringing it out. So I think there's definitely giving birth has some sort of magical kind of
intensity behind
manifestation. Definitely.
And it's interesting you should say that, because my baby was born in the living room downstairs, so I need to do my rituals downstairs as opposed to in my room. Like, why would I do that?
The energy's there.
The energy's there for sure. But yeah, sex magic is definitely, let's say sex magic is the highest form of magic. I suppose it forms the embryo to create a baby. But the birthing, I would agree, is definitely extremely powerful.
And with your natal chart as well, like with the natal chart, I would have my birth chart. So, and then if maybe the house that I wanna, if I'm trying to manifest something, I look for the house. I might put crystals. I might put a tarot card in there as well, and just use that as a way of a vision of manifesting something. So I think people can be really creative. You don't have to like just do what other people say. You can think about what you want to do, what connects, what resonates with you. I think that's what makes something more powerful is the personal touch, your own hand, your own writing, your own thoughts, your own vision,
your own poem.
Exactly. That makes it really stronger because it comes from you, because you have the power. So I think that's another thing. Do you use transits?
Do I use transits? So yeah, if I remember. If I remember. This is where I'm not a great manifestor, because I don't utilize everything that I could do. I would, like, for example, Venus is currently making a lovely trine to Neptune. Venus is the planet of love and pleasures and socializing, and Neptune's the planet of compassion and healing and what's the other word I'm looking for? Spirituality, connectedness. It's the higher octave of love. It's God, it's godliness. So there's a lovely trine and a lovely transit going on. So I suppose I would utilize that energy, for example, to be more romantic and to really tap into the fantasy world of love and romance, and try and manifest it in that way. But I won't say that I am avid user of this particular tool, to be honest. But I should do. I suppose do you know what it is? I wouldn't necessarily see it as manifesting. Much more, I would see it more as like working with the energies and being conscious. Really tapping into the potential. But maybe that is manifesting as well. That is what I do. That is what I do. You're
using the power of the planets to get what you want. So I mean, I have a few. So Venus, Sun, great for interviews. So if you're looking for interview, if you've got Venus, Sun, that'll be good. But
in the natal chart or transit?
In transits. Okay. So that'll be good. But obviously you can't predict when your interview is. But if you've got Venus, Sun there, that is good. If you want to get a job or get your boss to give you a pay rise. So when you see Venus, Sun, you can.
So when the Sun is like making a trine to the Venus or conjunction or something, even a square
in your
natal chart.
You can utilize that energy. If you know your boss's energy, you're probably more likely to say yes. If you know their natal chart, but that would be hard. But Jupiter in the first, courage, luck to manifest your dreams. Jupiter transit in fourth, so a house, a new home, if you want to do that. And Mars in Capricorn, you need the strength for relentlessness to get what you want, and you'll be victorious. So if you're maybe like a court battle or something like that, Mars in Capricorn will be really good for a strong battle. You need some energy to be on your side. And Mercury in the third house, great for public speaking. So if you're going to do a big talk, you've got Mercury in the third. So when you know Mercury's transit in your first house, if you're into public speaking or you want to get into it, that'd be a great time to start. So that's how you can utilize and manifest that type of thing. Use your chart. What else? Affirmation. Do you have an affirmation? I say affirmation almost every day.
That's really good. I used to. I don't anymore.
I've written it down so that I can remember.
How would you say it's effective?
So it definitely puts me in the mindset of how money comes to me. So I'll tell you what it is.
Yeah.
It's that I always have more money than I need. I cannot help but attract a lot of money into my life. And it really brings me up. I feel great. I feel good about it. And it's also changing my mindset. So if ever you can say you're this or that, but sometimes you regress back to your natural state and think, I need money for this. What's going on? Cost of living. Damn. You just got to keep saying money's coming. It doesn't matter. It's cost of living. Okay, they're raising. I'm going to raise more money. Yeah, you know what I mean? We got to be resilient like that. That's how we need to think, I'm always like moaning, they raised that by 50p. What are they doing? And I'm just thinking, you know what? I'm going to raise 50 times more now because you're doing that. But I think, it's important, I guess, to understand how that the as above, so below. So as above, the energy is all there to use. So below, sometimes it isn't conducive to what, we want to do. Our minds are taken somewhere else. The cost of living, housing situation, the work, pay. Pay's not reflective of what they're asking for. There's so many things to keep us down and not think about what's coming up and think about the energy that we can use to change our life. So I think it's very important to be mindful of what we think, how we think about the world, and just focus more on the spiritual side. Give that more precedence. Think about where you want to go, how you're going to achieve it. There's a lot of things that we don't need to think about, like watching EastEnders, Coronation Street. Sorry, Emmerdale Farm. Sorry to all the fans. But these things, I'm sorry, keep you backwards because they don't. It's just doom and gloom. Same thing. If I put EastEnders on today, I don't know how long I haven't watched it. Same. I can tell you the storyline. Christmas, someone's going to die. Yeah,
so true. Someone's going to have an affair.
Someone's going to get caught stealing.
Someone's house will burn down.
Some stories are new, so they might put maybe some transgendered or themes that are current. Yeah. They might put that into the the EastEnders, but it's always the same thing. Yeah. Always. So you got to get out that stuckness.
Yeah, so true.
Get out that stuckness. Stop watching some of these programs. Wean yourself off it. It's Mercury retrograde. To reevaluate what you watch.
Reevaluate your entertainment.
Yeah, but crystals. Yeah. For the to help you manifest. So I've got a few. So there's jade for good fortune and luck. Citrine is known as the merchant stone for abundance, success. And you can keep this crystal in your purse or money box to attract wealth. Quartz is abundance crystal, and quartz crystal also amplifies any other crystal you put next to it. So pyrite, also known as fool's gold, so great for projects or businesses as it energizes them. Topaz makes you feel rich, achieve your goals, finding solutions and abundance and joy. Malachite for transformative problem solving, finding your path, help to break old patterns. And sapphire, prosperity, money, resources. Ruby attracts wealth and retains wealth. And moonstone, great for working with the moon cycles, allowing things to flow for new beginnings. So if you're a crystal person, you want to have them around you. You could use there's other crystals as well, but I just picked a few to put on that. And then ring fingers. Remember we learnt about ring fingers? Yeah. You want to enhance the energy of your planet.
Well, this is one. I've got a ruby on my sun finger.
Yeah.
To enhance the wealth and confidence around me. Mm-hmm. But ring finger, the rings, the stones need to be touching your skin. Is what they say. And I think this is
all Indian... crystals should be touching your skin to feel the vibration of it. Yeah. And so but I think it's an Indian tradition, or an Eastern tradition anyways.
But so the crystals can help enhance your manifestational tools that you're already practicing. I'm already inspired, to be honest. I'm already inspired. But there's a couple of celebrities that I'm aware of. Obviously you would be too. But I'm aware of that are great manifestors. Like, for example, Oprah Winfrey,
Yeah.
who speaks very openly about her powers of manifestation, but also Jim Carrey as well. Both of them I've got both of their charts that I pulled up earlier very quickly. Jim Carrey, I'm really curious about because I don't know, he just intrigues me. There's something about him. He's spiritual too. He's a nonsense guy. But I looked at his chart earlier. So there are ways in which you can ascertain one's ability to manifest greatly, though. Because not everybody is destined to have that deep level of financial wealth. It's not for everyone. Yeah. Not to say that you can't experience comfort in money. But like that deep...
Not everyone's going to be a billionaire.
Nah, or a multimillionaire even. So Jim Carrey, for example, Jupiter's a great planet to look for when it comes to tapping into abundance. So he has a very strong Jupiter. Actually, it's in Aquarius, but it's in Jupiter is in its own term. So this is for more intermediate astrologers, but it's in its own term, and it's making a square to his ascendant. Very tightly. So that already tells me that there's a form of luck and abundance that he's accessing as a person in a way that there's a larger than life type of energy about him, and he's able to access abundance quite easily. What else? It's conjunct Mercury. Mercury allows you to tap into resources very easily because Mercury in mythology can go into the underworld unscarred. Like no one can stop him from accessing the underworld. He will not get wounded. In fact, he will be respected because he's got messages to then bring up to the earth to share with the people. And then he can also access the heavens. So he's the only planet that can access everything and everywhere. And to have Jupiter conjunct, that just shows his ability to access, just having access to life, but also access to information and travel and all of this stuff, and trade. Maybe he trades as well, so he gets money through trade too, because Mercury's a planet of trade. What else? He's got a lovely trine to the moon. Multiple homes.
Yeah, we haven't heard from Jim Carrey in a while.
He's been quiet, hasn't he? I kind of miss him.
Yeah, I think he kind of said a bit too much.
Maybe it's possible.
And then they get rid of you.
He said too much, man. And and it's not like he's saying it in a way that, guys, I need you to sit down and really listen to this. He's mocking. Like, have you seen some of his videos? He actually mocks. He does not care. And he takes people by surprise in the way he presents the truth. Yeah. Essentially. But his Jupiter is trining the moon, and the moon rules family and home. It could be that he's got a big family, homes, nurture, so he gets lots of nurturing and lots of care. But it could mean also multiple homes and having access to multiple homes. His moon is in, I think this is his birth time. His moon is in the 8th house, the house of other people's resources, house of what was I gonna say, money, in terms of, it could be loans through inheritance. So I don't think he just makes money from, I think his dad had a business actually.
I don't know
if I remember correctly, but money from perhaps inheritance. And just having loads of access in the underworld, and the underworld stuff is usually where you found the wealth. So those are just some of the signatures that I've found. Sagittarius rules his 2nd house of money. So Sagittarius is usually associated with the broadening and higher perspective on things. Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter, and Jupiter expands, so that already kind of gives an indication of money being quite comfortable for him. So Pluto, what's Pluto? Pluto is making he's got a night chart. Okay, it's not a close orb. But it's making a trine to Venus.
Okay.
So he's got a night chart. So that means he's okay.
So that's Pluto.
Yeah.
Venus,
Yeah, Pluto Yeah, there's no direct link with Jupiter. We often see that with wealth, isn't it? Pluto and Jupiter being like in square or opposition or conjunction, and that indicates wealth as well. But I think eventually in his secondary progress chart, so because planets keep moving, don't they? Every day they keep moving, so your natal chart doesn't stay the same, even though that's your foundational chart. But in the secondary progress chart, that Jupiter starts to make hold on a minute. Oh yeah, that Jupiter starts to make an opposition to Pluto, and that's probably, it'll be interesting to see when he started to receive the wealth. So a bit later in his life, maybe his early adulthood, that Jupiter makes an opposition to Pluto, and that's when the wealth comes in. Okay, I'm getting it now, because I'm thinking at first, you can't really see the wealth.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it comes later in his life. So that's Jim Carrey.
Yeah, the great Jim Carrey.
But also he's got the part of fortune in his 8th.
Okay.
Yeah. So easy access to other people's
money.
Yeah, other people's money. And then I've got Oprah Winfrey.
I've got Oprah's up, so that'll be nice. I can look at that one too.
Yeah. So Oprah. Now Oprah has got Jupiter, Pluto, sextile. It's again, it's not strong, but it's there, and in secondary progress chart, it's very likely that they must collide, man, much more tightly.
And her seventh house of relationships, people. So, and she's garnered that. Like, she had the book club with her Oprah show, and Night House. She does a lot of spirituality. Like, I remember seeing the The Secret on her show. I think she made that book become big.
Oh, did she?
Yeah, because she had an Oprah book club, so she would promote books, and and I don't know if she still has it, but yeah. So that really worked out for her.
Now I'm understanding though, like I'm sure she read the books, but I wonder whether she always had the time. I think her network would get paid by the publishers, and that's just the ads. Oprah is Oprah, man. Everybody watches Oprah, so it's like they would pay her to so that would be such easy money for her.
And
isn't it?
Yeah, her Mercury's in Aquarius as well, so
in the third house.
In the third house, they're reading, because Reese Witherspoon did something similar books. So she's a billionaire now.
She is. I've read that
but
somewhere.
she did a book club and said, I'll promote your book for free, but can I have first rights in buying the film rights? And from the book, she was able to judge how many people read the book, how popular it was, and she was able to buy the rights of the films and then
make the films,
and it's made her a billionaire.
Such
a clever idea. And Oprah's
move.
Probably kicking herself because she was the original book club owner.
Yeah, but she took it to another level.
Yeah.
Amazing.
So what has Oprah? She has Venus, Sun,
Mercury.
Yeah, in the third house. So it's definitely about speaking, sharing minds,
communicating, connecting. Very, very mental. She's very mental, isn't she?
Yeah, got a lot of followers. So she's got people that like building relationships and stuff like that in the 7th.
Yeah.
So she's got Jupiter there. So there's big expansion on that. So people really listen to her, follow what she says. She's had an audience for years. I don't know who else has had that kind of length in.
I mean, her career is just insane. Yeah. It's been solid, isn't it? I don't know much about her private life. I know she went through a lot when she was a child, with the abuse that she was, she experienced. It's really, really. Really sad.
She's got Mars squared Pluto, sorry.
Yeah.
So that can show abuse in the chart.
Exactly, and Pluto is all about transformation, but it's also about anxiety and power struggles, and Mars is connected to sex. So when you have those two in a negative aspect like this, it can show sexual abuse. So, but I think she mentioned using that as her experience as a tool for strength to become who she is. She transmuted that, and that's Pluto, isn't it? Planet of transmutation.
For sure. She's got Neptune in the 11th, so that's like all the Neptune 11th groups, networking.
Yeah, friendships.
And the MC's in the 11th as well, so that's like a public standing.
Yeah.
How well she's known. She's done really well.
She's done really well. But she needs to watch that with that Neptune being there, because it can lead to some fogginess.
Yeah.
Stuff going on that she's not fully aware of amongst her network. But yeah, I think, you know.
And with both of these people, they were both never like people that was given a chance had to take it.
Yeah.
Jim Carrey always wanted to get him, was never ever given a chance.
Yeah.
Oprah wasn't given the chance because she wasn't like the
conventional
person that I have on TV that's gonna everyone's gonna be in love with.
Yeah.
You know, like majority of America loves Oprah. You know, so
she's a household name.
Yeah, she's a household name. Yeah, and then she's built herself up to actually own everything and have her own studios and what's it called again? Harpo. You know.
What's Harpo?
Back to Front is Oprah.
Oh,
her production company.
That's
it's
amazing.
Harpo, so it's her name, but
that's smart. Okay, well, she's gonna be creative anyways with that moon in Sagittarius. It's definitely gonna
be different. At that time, she was very different.
Different, unconventional with that Aquarius energy she's got there. But from what I can see, you know, the second house is ruled by Capricorn. Capricorn is all about work, business, association, dedication.
Yeah. And then Saturn's in the 12th, so it's about helping others as well collective. At the same time. Yeah.
In a way, she acts as a bit of a dumping ground, so people come to her with their life stories, and she comes
charitable
and she comes in with her healing and her wisdom and things like that. So anyways, definitely a great manifester and someone who's really confident in themselves.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I've heard her say she's really good at manifesting, so she no longer needs to write things down.
Yeah, I mean,
so
that's
she's
deep.
at that stage where she's built herself up from nothing, so good kudos to her. And she's at this stage now where she can just get what she wants.
Yeah, but one can argue that also she's got the money. So the money in conjunction with, I don't know, your natural manifesting powers is going to make
it helps
a
lot. It helps a lot.
For sure. So yeah, I don't know. I'm inspired. I'm looking forward to the next full moon, so I can release this year's stuff. But then the new moon in Capricorn in a new year, which is on the, when is it?
The new moon in Capricorn.
Yeah.
At the 11th or 12th.
It is the 11th. Yeah, you're right. That's when I'm gonna I might even do my 3-6-9 practice actually. And
Tesla said if you want to know about the universe or use the energy of 3-6-9, so that's something as well. I was like, okay, what's the 3-6-9? Let me just try something.
I think another tool I would use, which I'm really starting to try and harness, is numerology. I'm really trying to I'm revisiting that. That's another thing I've been doing throughout the Jupiter in retrograde. Just reevaluate my spiritual practice, and I really want to start incorporating that. Now, although it's not astrology, they do coincide. Astrology and numerology do coincide, and when they align really well as much as possible, that's how you know it's really powerful. Like, for example, I don't know, if you have got Jupiter in transit in your first house, and then your life path number is 3, and Jupiter is linked to that number, and then it's the 3rd month of that year, so we're in March, and it's number 3. It's the 3rd day of the month, so it's the 3rd of March, 2024, for example. And you've got Jupiter going over your first house. That is a massive pocket of intense manifestational window.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So I'm trying to incorporate that now into where I can, obviously, but into my practice. I know this transit is currently happening. Now, what are the numbers saying? Next year, I'm going to be in my life path number 6. That's a much more Venusian moon type of energy. Whereas right now I'm in number 5, lots of changes. So that means next year, come my birthday, or come the 1st of February, I'm going to start this whole nurturing self journey. It's going to be much more about home life and just really delving into the needs of myself and others. Yeah.
Sure.
But so number 6 is going to be important. But then, so that's numerology. And how can astrology then coincide with that to help me become a much more powerful manifester? But anyways, we're going to do a session on numerology, I think. I feel we should do an episode on that.
Because that's like big with the letters as well, and the
Yeah.
energy around your name and stuff like that. So there's
Door
so much.
numbers,
Yeah,
all of that counts.
So that would be good. That would be actually really, really interesting to do that.
Yeah.
So with the also coming to an end, but just a few other things. So tarot cards are very good. You can carry a tarot card around with you.
I used to do
The
that.
energy.
It's so true.
You can put it like
Damn right.
with your phone or in your bag and just carry that energy around
I
with
need to do
you.
that. Thank you for the reminder. That's deep.
Exactly. We need
Yeah,
reminding sometimes.
yeah, we really
so
do.
much information. It's like, oh yeah, I used to do that. Why did I stop? Yeah. So yeah, simply placing a card on your altar as well.
Yeah, that I do.
Yeah, I do that. Or a place where you'll see it often can activate your mind to keep you focused on your intention. Carry the card around, like I said. You can also hold a specific card during meditation and call in the energy that the card represents and set the intention embodying that energy during your meditation. You could also use the card as a journaling prompt as well. So imagine yourself in the card and write about how the things would be different if you manifested the energy in that card. So that's interesting. The Magician, is a major arcana card, is excellent for general manifestation.
Yeah.
The Empress is a card for nurturing, fertility and abundance. The World is in the major arcana, represents achievement and culmination. There's other cards that you can use depending on what you want to do.
I definitely use the tarot for when I'm doing rituals. I do the tarot because they're visual and they're, I use them all the time, so they've got my energies on them. And yeah, the Magician tends to be one of my favorites to use as well because, like you say, it's general. The Empress is good though, like fertility and inviting new things into our lives. So yeah.
And talismans.
Oh yeah, I swear by them.
Venus,
I love talismans.
Jupiter, great for luck, money, and also your home.
Yeah. What about it?
So Bagua. So Feng Shui.
Yeah.
So there's energy points within your home. So there's a money. So once you get the map, you can see where your money.
The map of your home, you mean?
The map of your home.
Yeah.
And then you'll get the map of the room.
Yeah.
You'll use the map and see where the money portals are in your home. And then you'll clear any clutter that's there. If you want to manifest money, you can put a crystal there, plant, anything that you want to manifest, you can put it in that energy point in your home.
How do you find the areas of money that are... How do you find that?
So that you just download the map. So northeast, southwest, we've done it in astrology
Yeah, we have, but I never thought about the blockages of...
Yeah.
You mean actual... Oh, I see. So, for example, where Venus is in the chart, where she's found in your home, the direction of your home.
If there's your house, in the room as well. You can do your home, but you can do the individual room. So, for example, back of doors, if you've got lots of things on the back of your doors, that's a blockage.
Yeah.
So you need to keep... Sometimes it's hard if you don't have enough space, but just thinking about if you've got blockages, things ain't coming through. Why? Maybe you need to clear your home. Yeah. Clear the clutter, clear what's blockages, and you may find things come a bit more easier. So so the map will contain 8 sections: career, love, money, etc. And wherever you want to manifest it, will show you the point in your rooms, in your home. And do you have anything else to add?
No, I've just got a lot to think about.
Okay.
I need to make my muscle stronger. I need to manifest better. Because, damn.
So with that, I will leave you with this. Ask for what you want and go and get it.
Yeah, this was a good one. Okay.
So thank you for listening, everyone. I want to wish everyone a happy festive holidays because not everyone may not celebrate Christmas.
Exactly.
Have a brilliant 2024 and we will see you then.
Yeah.
In 2024, new, revamped,
Yeah, better than ever. This year was much more about, practicing.
Yeah, finding our way.
Finding our voices and all of that stuff.
Getting used to stuff, and we're still actually we need to get used to the technical bit. That's where we need to focus on a lot now.
Yeah.
When things go wrong with this today, with retrograde and stuff, we've realised that we don't know enough to figure out. So thank you to Drew.
Thanks, Drew, for being our engineer. That's it. Yeah, so happy festive seasons, everybody. Come back to us in 2024.
Yeah, make sure you follow, like, share, and Astrolove podcast on Instagram. Thank you so much. We're out. Take care.
Bye. Bye.